Alaikum, welcome to Nasir Soft. This is the third part of the MySQL series of web developing with PHP and MySQL tutorial series. And in this video, we will talk about the order by command in SQL, null value in SQL, the minimum and maximum function that is the most common use SQL command, the SQL count, average and sum functions, the like operators in SQL, in operator, between operator, group by and having, that is the most important topic when you write a query or to group by it, or having the conditions. Okay, and then we see the SQL cases, and at last we will talk about the store procedures. First we will talk about the order by command in SQL. The order by keyword is used to sort the result set in ascending or descending order. The order by keyword stores the records in ascending order by default. To sort the record in descending order, use the DESC keyword. The command is very simple. Select all rows from the customer table and order by it by the column name, that is country, in descending order. It means that in alphabetically which country name is at last, for example the Z, then show me at it first, okay, and then Y and then X started names of the country. Okay, so hope you will understand. For example, in another query we can also pass the multiple order by. Okay, so in this query, in order by keyword, I pass the two column, that is country and then customer name. Let's see it practically. So this is my database Nasir Soft. Okay, and inside this one the table name, that is student, and there are 70 rows in the student. Okay, and for example I want to show the name of the students in descending or ascending order through the order by command. So I just select the name from the table name, that is student. Show me the name of that student in descending order by the column name, that is name, and then the descending. Okay, if I execute this query, then you will see that it show me all the names in descending order. The Zawar, that started from the Z, and the Zain comes first, then the W, then S, and at last the A. So hope you will understand. You can also pass here ascending keyword ASC. Okay, then if I again execute this query, then it show me the ascending. Now the words of the name of the student that started from the Z at comes at last. Okay, so hope you will understand. SQL null values. A field with a null value is a field with no value, as its name indicates. If a field in a table is optional, it is possible to insert a new record or update a record without adding a value to this field. Then the field will be saved with a null value. For example, here I select a column name from a table name where the column name is null. It means that show me all the values where this column value is nothing, is null. Okay, and similarly if we want not null, then is not null keyword you will use. Okay, so hope you will understand. The minimum and maximum functions in SQL. As its name indicates, the minimum function returns the smallest value of the selected column, and the maximum function returns the largest value of the selected column. Select the minimum reserved, that is a function, and inside it parentheses the column name which you want, okay, to get the minimum value of the column name from the table name and where the condition. And similarly as for the maximum function, then inside it parentheses the column name from the table name where the condition. So if I want to apply the maximum and minimum function in database, then I want the maximum marks, okay, of this table, that is student. So the query is very simple. Select the maximum, okay, that is function, and inside it parentheses the column name in which you want to apply the maximum to get the maximum value. Okay, that is marks in my scenario. Okay, this is a column name and the from the table name, that is student. Okay, if I want to execute this query, then you will see that it show me the maximum marks throughout this column. Okay, so when I execute it, the maximum marks is 98. Okay, and you see that by default the column name that in result, that is max marks. Okay, we can change it at our own preference as, for example, the highest underscore marks. Okay, that is just like an alias. Okay, you see that now the column name is changed highest marks. Okay, similarly for the minimum, if I want to the minimum marks, then just pass the min. Okay, and here I change the column name, that is the result column name, basically lower marks. Okay, if I again execute this query, then you will see that the lower marks is 25, the highest marks is 98 and the lower marks is 25. So hope you will understand. SQL count, average and sum functions. The count function returns the number of rows that match a specified criteria. The average function returns the average value of a numerical column. The sum functions return the total sum of the numeric columns. For example, if you talk about its query, then select the count function and the column which you want to count. Okay, that is column name from the table name where condition. And for the average, the function that is avg, and for the sum, the function is sum. So hope you will understand. Let's see it practically. Okay, for example, in my student table, I want to apply the average. Okay, so I just pass the avg. Okay, and name it average marks from the student. Okay, if I execute this query, then you will see that the average of the marks column of the students overall, that is 59.4706. Okay, and if I pass this sum, just sum the all marks, for example 85 plus 90 plus 95, 98 and so on in the marks column. Okay, from the student table. Okay, and name is just sum underscore marks. Okay, we execute this query, then you will see that the overall total marks of the marks column, that is 1011. Okay, and similarly for count, if I pass the count, then you will see what happened. The count, that is 17. Okay, it means that the overall, that is 1 2 at the 17 rows. Okay, so overall rows that are inside the marks column, that is 17. So hope you will understand. So let's move to the next topic. SQL like operator. The like operator is used in a where clause to search for a specified pattern in a column. There are two wildcards often used in conjunction with the like operator. Okay, so if we talk about its query, select column name from the table name as you see earlier, and inside the where condition I want where column like keyword and a pattern. For example, if column contain A and S or something like that, I will show you in practically. Okay, inside the like operator we can use like this one, A and then percentage inside after the like. Okay, it means finds any value that start with A. Okay, inside the like, if we use that first percentage sign and then A. Okay, it means that find any value that end with A. Okay, similarly inside the both percentage sign there is a pattern, finds any value that have or in any position. Okay, and inside for example started with the underscore then r and at the end that is percentage, it means that find any value that have r in the second position. Okay, similarly find any value that start with a and are at least 3 characters in length. Okay, there are two underscore. Okay, if we talk about this one, that is a, then percentage sign, then O. It means that find any value that start with A and end with O. Okay, so hope you will understand. Let's see how the like operator works practically. So this is my database, and for example I want all that student name, okay, whose name contain er. Okay, so similarly select show me the name, okay, from the students table. Okay, show me the name of the students whose name contains like a pattern of that is er. Okay, so like name, column name, like, and inside the like this one, okay, and here I just basically I want to search the pattern of er, so inside the both the percentage here write the er. Okay, it shows me the all that name of the student where name column contains the er. Okay, exactly first e and then r at any position. Okay, when I execute this query, then you will see that only Shiraz is the name of that student in which er, okay, occur. Okay, similarly for example if I change here, show me the name of that student in which al comes. Okay, so that is only two students in which al comes, that is ali, Ali and Alia. So hope you will understand what is the purpose of like query in SQL. Okay, it is for the pattern recognition. So let's move to the next topic, SQL in operator. The in operator allows you to specify multiple values in a where class. The in operator is a shorthand for multiple or conditions. Okay, for example, I want to select this column from the table name where the column contains the value in, for example, value 1, value 2, value 3. For example, if I say, okay, select me the column name from the table name where the column name value exists in another query statements. Okay, this is very simple. How it works, let's see it practically. So to understand the in, okay, first understand the structure of this student table. Okay, this is the id and the name, age, gender, marks. Okay, for example to I want the name of all the students, okay, where age is 26 or 22 or 21. Okay, so show me the name from the student where the name in operator and inside parenthesis in 26 age is where its age, okay, that is age where the age is 26 or 21 or 30. So show me the name of that student whose age contains inside this array, okay, that is 26 or 21 or 30, 36. So now if I execute this query, then you will see that it show me there are the four students, that is Nasir, Adil, Sajid and Zain, okay, whose age is either 26 or 21 or 30. Okay, for example if I see the Nasir is age is 26, so and then it show me Adil age is 30, that also contain, and inside the that is third one is Sajid. If I say about the Sajid, where is it happen? Sajid. Okay, yeah, this is on the second Sajid and its age is 21. It's also contained here. So therefore, it show me that record. So hope you will understand. So inside the in, we can also pass another query. For example, select the column name, that is Tariq. For example, other name, that is other table, that is employee, and inside the employee, okay, if here we get a column name, and based on the column name, for example here I pass static and from the table name Flana, okay, so on. So the concept is very simple. Inside the in parentheses you can write any other query, okay, where the age value contains in this query result. So hope you will understand. SQL between operator. The between operator selects value within a given range. The value can be number or text or dates. The between operator is inclusive. Begin and end values are included. The syntax is very simple. Inside the where condition, the column name between, for example, 1 and 30. So this is the range or the value. Okay. So between is used for the range. Okay. So you can try the between by your own. Okay, this is very simple. Or we can also pass we can apply the between in the date columns. Okay, so you can check it. It is used for the range. For example, I want to select the date from a table name. Okay, where a column name contains the different dates and where the date is between for example 1st January 2020 to 12 January 2020 and similarly date. So it whether uh, it matches the range and then show us the that specified records. Okay, so hope you will understand. SQL group by and having clause. The group by statements groups rows that have the same values into summary rows, like find the number of customer in each country. Okay, so the group by statement is often used within the aggregate functions, that is count, maximum, minimum, sum, average, extra, to the group result set by one or more columns. Okay, the syntax is very simple. Okay, and one thing that is most important, okay, when we select a column from table name where conditions, and when we use the group by and okay, so first the group by comes. Okay, group by the column name and then the order name or having is already. When we use the group by and having combined, then having is used after the group by. Okay, so the having clause was added to the SQL because the where keyword could not be used with the aggregate function. Okay, we can not write anything that where count of this one is greater than 0. Okay, so we cannot write in with the where the aggregate functions. Okay, but we can write with the having the aggregate function. Okay, so the having is similar with the where, but just one difference. Okay, we can write the having aggregate function with the having. Okay, for example, if I talk about the having, okay, so having is always used after the group by. Okay, this is the most important point. For example, I want to count all the customer ID. Okay, so show me the overall count of the overall count from the customer ID with the country name and group by with the country name. Okay, for example, Pakistan just comes one time. Okay, if multiple Pakistani records are occur. Okay, with the that condition having where the count customer ID is greater than 5. So here you see that we use the aggregate functions. Okay, inside the condition. Okay, so hope you will understand. Let's see it practically. For example, in this student table, okay, I write another student that is duplicate. For example, Nasir is comes first one time, and again I enter the student name. Okay, enter the Nasir and ASI Nasir student name, and its age is, for example, 43. Okay, gender is male, and age is marks is 23. Okay, so now you see that inside the student name column the Nasir comes 2 times. Okay, now I will show you how you can use the group by and having. To understand the group by and having, okay, let's assume or understand this table, that is student courses marks. Okay, inside this one the first column is ID, inside the second column there are the student ID and then the courses ID and its marks. For example, if I talk about the student one in course 1 have 45 marks and the student one in course 2, that is 56 marks. Okay, so I want each student overall marks. Okay, for example, if I talk about the student 1 marks in course 1 and 2, the overall of 45 plus 56, overall this marks has been taken by the student 1. Okay, so this task will be achieved through the group by and having class. So this is very simple. Select me, okay, the student ID, okay, with overall marks in all courses, that is sum of marks column, okay, and give it a name, that is alias, for example sum of marks, okay, from the table name, that is student underscore courses underscore marks, okay, and group by with the student ID. Show me the student ID at once, okay, having this one. This is basically alias sum of marks is greater than 10, okay. Show me only those students whose all marks is greater than 10, okay. So when I execute this query, then you will see that the student 1 have the overall marks, that is 101. The student 2, okay, that refer to the student 2 ID, has a number marks of 25, okay, and similar to 1. So let's consider how it calculate the 25 for the student 2, okay. So if we talk about the student 2, okay, these are to the student 2, and 12 plus 13, that is 25. So hope you will understand how the group by and having clause is used. So now let's move to the next topic, SQL cases. The case statement goes through condition and returns a value when the first condition is met, like if then else statement. Okay, the SQL cases is just like if and else. So once a condition is true, it will stop reading and return the result. If no conditions are true, it returns the value in the else clause. If there is no else part and no conditions are true, it returns null, okay. If I talk about its statement, then the case keyword is used, and inside the condition, when its condition is true, then show me this one. When this condition is true, then show me this one, and similarly for the else, show me the result and end, okay. For example, here I select the order ID and quantity from the table name, that is quantity test, the order details, and there is a cases when quantity is greater than 30, then show me the message, that is quantity is greater than 30, and similarly if the quantity is equal to 30, then show me the message the quantity is 30. And for the else, if no this condition matches, then go to the else and the quantity is under 30, and end statement is used. It indicates that case is an end, and give it the alias, that is quantity test, okay. When the value is showing, then the column name is quantity test from the order details. So let's see it practically, okay. So if I talk about here, okay, so this is the student table, that is name of the student and the age, okay. So here I write the cases, select me the name of the student with the age, and the cases, the condition is that when age is less than 10, then show me the child, it is child. When age is greater than 20 and age is less than 30, it means that age is between the 20 and 30, then show me the adult. And similarly for the else, if no this condition matches, then show me the old, and name it as an age name from the student. If I execute this query, then you will see that inside the name, that is Nasir, Nasir age is 23 and its age name is adult. Okay, basically it goes to the this condition, and similarly it's show me all the age name according to these which matching these condition, okay. And when it goes to the old else, then show me the old. So hope you will understand. MySQL case, okay. So this is the example. So what is the store procedure in MySQL? A store procedure is a prepaid SQL code that you can save, so the code can be reused over and over again. So if you have an SQL query, then you write over and over again, save it to the store procedure, and then just call it. It's just like a function that we use in PHP and so on, okay. So we just call this store procedure as a function with parameters, and inside the store procedure there will be the query, okay. Then according to the parameter, okay, the query will be run, and the result, we can calculate the result through the query. Okay, so this is very simple. You can also pass parameter to a store procedure so that the store procedure can act based on the parameter value that is passed. Okay, so when we create a store procedure, the delimiter and followed by the forwarded slash, okay, and the end. Okay, this keyword is used, and then the create procedure and the procedure name. Inside the begin and end, we write the query. Okay, so just follow this pattern when you create a store procedure. So we can also create a store procedure with parameters, and the syntax is very simple. The store procedure name, and this is the in means that this parameters, that is IDD, the parameter name is IDD and its type is integer, and in means that it is used inside this body. Okay, when we use the out keyword as a parameter, it means that when we return a value. Okay, so what is the return variables, sorry, parameters. Okay, so this is the query, and according to this parameter that we pass, it matches according to the ID. So hope you will understand. For example, we have a table, that is this one, student table. Inside this one, the first column is name, then the age. Okay, I create a this simple procedure, and according to the uh, when we call this store procedure as a function. Okay, and inside the parentheses, the 5 is now referred to the ID. Okay, so then the query will run select static from the student where ID is equal to 5. So basically this 5 referred as a parameter. Okay, so what will be the output of that query? The output is this 5 row, that is Abdul Majid, and his age is 30. Okay, so hope you will understand. So just follow this query keyword similar as, and you will create a store procedure, and to execute the store procedure is this one. So hope you will understand. So these are the help of the more about the store procedure. You can go to these uh, URLs to read more about the store procedures. All are the references, okay, of these slides. Hope you will understand. So that's the end of this video. Okay, see you in the next video with more about the SQL joins and more about the things that are most commonly used in MySQL. If you have any questions regarding to this topic, don't hesitate. You can ask me through the email is mentioned in video description, or you can write inside the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe my channel for more informative videos, and be connected to this tutorial series to learn about the MySQL and ultimately the web developing with PHP and MySQL course. Stay blessed. Thanks for watching. Have a nice